Hello, Think Natalia tribe. Today I have the honor of interviewing another fascinating, curious, wonderful human being, a customer who turned into a friend, Gorana Sandric. Gorana, thank you so much for being here today.
Hello, Natalia. It's my wonderful pleasure to be and talking to you. Hello.
Thanks. So, for those of you, or for those people who have never heard, who's Gorana? What is she doing? Please tell us a little bit more about who you are and about the work that you do.
Yes, so I am I'm working in Coca-Cola Hellenic in human resources. I'm actually talent development manager for the group. I work with people, through people, to identify talents, develop talents, improve the processes around it, support organizations, support the line management. It's my big passion to help people grow.
Okay, love that. So you're a person who is obsessed with talent, with growth, with self-development, but not only for people, you also love that on yourself, right?
Yeah, definitely. I am actually the one who is constantly doing something, and I always have a pile of books that at the end never getting to read all of them. But when I put something in my head and when it's constant, then it somehow happened. It's amazing that the constellation brought to the realization. So it looks like that what is not so important gets get lost on the way. And this is
Perfect.
how I also find what is the right development and the career option for me.
Fantastic. And you work in HR for how many years?
I'm in HR for 20 years. A lot.
Wow. So you're a guru in that field. You have the experience that a lot of people are dreaming about. Awesome. So I would love to know, why did you initially approach me for personal branding group coaching? Tell us more about it.
So it's one of the things to connect with what I said before. It was about a year and something ago that I started to more observe. I was more learning by observing what is happening on LinkedIn, what people post, what is the difference with other social medias, and it kind of got more and more caught my attention. Then I did a bit of social media training locally in Croatia. It was great introduction. And then I was again somewhere beginning of this year, I started to observe more influencers, what they're doing, why they're doing so, what are their strategies. And I was really fascinated that how the new way of doing things are evolving today on the labor market. So a bit of HR brain to do with it. And and definitely I saw the opportunities for me personally to be, after having a long experience going through the different phases of ups and downs, errors, trials, success stories. I had the feeling I had something to share and to contribute and maybe to help somebody or others to do things or to also learn from observing. And I thought that it would be interesting, regardless that I'm in the corporate world, that it's also an interesting way how leaders are building up their own brand identity. But that is, of course, I'm always connected with the organization I work with. In this case, it's Hellenic, Coke Hellenic.
Okay. And do you remember how you stumbled over my profile or over my content? Did I just appear one day in your news feed? Was there somebody who said, "Hey, check out this crazy German. She's funny. She knows her stuff." Do you remember
No,
how you initially,
I
found me?
remember you had a video outside somewhere in the garden, and I saw you a few times with the blue glasses. I was like, okay, look, it's a cool woman. And then I watched the video, and I was like, wow, this is so simple but so impactful. So that was a kind of I will follow up. And then I was again picking, looking who you are, what is going on, who. I didn't talk with any of your customers. I just felt that, and I bring often decisions by intuition, that this is the right thing for me. I felt in the values, I felt in what you were saying, that there is high integrity, there is not the blah blah stuff. It's like, I'm showing off and just making myself famous, because that I would not taken. I saw the big hints and bits of pieces of helping me to do or helping others. So I recognized myself in the receiver, and I said, yeah, I give it a try. I remember when I spoke first time with you, it was like, wow, I'm talking with a celebrity. It was super cool. Wow, look at her voice. She's talking to me now only.
No, you make me blush. I remember that onboarding call that we had, and you were, yes, I'm ready. Yes, I want to start. I want to do this. I'm like, whoa, okay. I never spoke with someone who's like so ready, who's like, when do we start? Like, Natalia, faster. Like, I don't want to hear about the blah, blah, let's take action. And I was like, oh, I love that woman. She's awesome. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. That's something that I'll always remember. And then in the coaching process, when you started working on your personal brand, when we talked about content strategy, about reaching out to other people, about creating videos, writing articles, PR, what was the first big milestone that you have reached where you said, wow, this really changed everything?
I think it's when I started to post.
Yeah.
Because the program is extreme. I really have, I think it excellently stepped and guiding you through. So from knowing what you really want, who you are, what are your values, what you want to stand out, what do you want to communicate, who is your persona you talk to, and then going into bits and pieces, kind of pillars of the program. So all this is super clear, super great. You have examples. We do the coaching. We are just talking. It's always a lot of fun in what we do. But when you have to do it, you don't have a support group. You don't have me by my side here. Okay, let's do it together. So the milestone was when I posted, and actually again it came. I was like, okay, I have bits and pieces. I started to make a story, and I saw it. Look, this could be good to post. And we were still somewhere in the middle of the program. I don't know, one first article I posted, and it was. I was really surprised and astonished that it was visible, that people commented, not so much the likes. Of course, I like, to say, oh, look, I have now 35. Ooh, now it's 45. Woo, woo, woo. But I see that people really read it and they have something to share. And so the way you taught us how to write the post or the article to provoke other people reactions, I think this is fascinating. So definitely was posting and seeing that, yeah, I can get people, I can engage with my audience. So that was fascinating.
Okay.
Video also, I had some help with my great colleague.
Yeah.
My video was also something I thought I would never ever do in life.
And you did it. And I'm sure that at the beginning you were like, oh my God, but then you pushed through it. Tell us more about the initial feeling, what you did in order to create it, and how it then felt when it was online.
I was thinking, look, I did some of the trials, and it's very awkward to look at yourself. I mean, it's much easier when you talk to somebody like now, because I spend days and hours on the conference call. So this for me is more natural state. But talking to the camera by myself, it's a bit, you don't do, am I breathing or not? Should I look here or there? Everything is clear what you need to do, but it's difficult to really do it. And then I remember you said, look, it doesn't need to be, or it was one of your video posts. It doesn't need to be your video all the time. You can record the voice and then the pictures can flow. And then this is what I did. I recorded. I have much easier to just record the voice. I did beginning and the end, and the rest I found one of the in this beautiful gig economy, one of the provider to make a video for me, and he put some video content we liked, we agreed this is it, and I made a test. I was happy with where I was, and then I said, okay, let's go, let's off we go, because at the end of the day, what helps is that you were all the time telling us, look, it's just go ahead, just do it. No, it doesn't have to be perfect. So this kind of need to be perfect is it's a bit destructive. It's a voice of you look fat, look at hair, you know.
I have a pimple, and oh my
Yeah.
God, I think I lost weight or to gain too much weight, and I got this hair. I need to go to the hairdresser once again, and
Yeah, I need to go shopping.
all that nonsense. Yeah, you're not the only one. I know how it feels. We all have been there. What about the group? Would like to know a few insights or a few impressions about the group in which we so closely worked together. What is something
Remember, yes, remember when we were laughing that it is like being a pregnant, you know, that it's like, okay, which week are you? Okay, I'm in 12 week, and then the other one, Joanne, she was a few weeks ahead. Which week? Look, I was a bit skeptical at the beginning because I'm not by nature. I like having discussion one to one and not being. This was also something what I had to overcome. More an introvert person than extroverted. What I and it was a extremely positive surprise I have with this experience. Um, why? Because it doesn't matter if people are behind you in the state, but the questions they're raising. So even now, after I finish, when I have time and I can dedicate some space for it, it's a constant reminder. So you know that repetition is a mother of knowledge, and it's a constant reminder of small bits and pieces, and it's not the questions or the answers are not so heavy that gets boring, but it's more, yeah, I remember this, I had, oh, okay, let me note it down. Then it's a question that I actually know the answer, then it's like, okay, you know, it's more dedicated for that person. So I'm not, that is not so relevant for me, but I would say the majority of the content and questions people ask in our little groups are directly or indirectly, I get benefit of being part of the group.
amazing.
And also what I like is that we can share. You know, it's not only you answer, you being interrogated, but it's also interactive that the ones who went through can also share their experience. This is also great.
Yeah.
And the building up, you know, when I remember Rob asking, I would always say, you know, and then I build up the questions upon. So I think it's great model, definitely.
Thanks a lot for sharing that. Yeah, I think the interaction, the energy in the group is very, very powerful because it feels as if we have experts from all around the world and all kind of age groups, all kind of gender who come and they know their stuff, but our common target is to build these epic thought leadership personal brands who get more visibility, to have a positive impact on the world, and of course also get more clients or get the money or whatever it is, because everybody has different targets, right? But what we have in common is making a positive impact and becoming a thought leadership personal brand that inspires and empowers others. So yeah, thank you for being part of the tribe. And what also would interest me is the question, what are the next steps, the things that you're currently working on your personal brand? I heard that there's a video or interview project that you might start very soon.
Yeah. This is what I have in my mind of already for some time, and I think we were moving forward execution. Uh, I was, as a concept, you know, we always talk about sharing, contributing, also bringing people along or working with others. That is kind of, I don't know the right word, but like on the LinkedIn. And on the other side, I see with many leaders in different industries that I get in contact with my HR colleagues is that leaders have difficulties or doubts or feel not always secure in identifying talent, having a career discussion, considering for promotion or not at this moment. So it's kind of a responsibility for somebody else's career, which is quite a heavy one. Of course, you get used to it and you know how to do it with the experience that you have. But there is very often we are going back to the basic questions. But what if I have person A, person B? How do I see the difference? What do I do? What is the best development intervention for the person? And what is my experience as a person as identified as a in high potential? How do I feel in all this? How do I, as a leader, manage different constellation of the teams? So what I wanted to do is to have small, like talent chats, interviews, discussions with my peers, with new colleagues, new leaders, or that I still don't know, or HR professionals, or talent, or just a talent themselves, to share their experience, their hints, what they did, how they make it happen, how they even failed. I have so many stories I failed that I can make only videos about failures and what we learned from it.
Exactly.
And hopefully with me again sharing and our stories will encourage people that everybody has these challenges, and we can always learn and progress in this area more. So I'm starting actually this week shooting with my colleague from Coca-Cola,
Okay.
and let's see how it goes.
Fingers crossed. I'm excited about that. And what I love about you is also that you lead by example, because there are so many people who say, yeah, I work for this big corporate company and they never allow me to post, or, oh, it's so boring to post on the corporate page because there's so many restrictions and guidelines. And you found a way how to post as yourself while still being a senior leader in your company, respect both cultures and create a win-win for your own personal brand and for your company brand. So you show that it's possible, and while giving yourself the permission, I believe that you're going to inspire other people in your situation, similar positions, to do the same. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's, sometimes, of course, Coca-Cola has a very strong brand, and it's not officially yet posted on the social media of the company, but the organization is encouraging a lot leaders to be active on the social media. So this it goes kind of hand in hand. What is my personal interest and what I really like. I still am really fascinated by the LinkedIn, the portal, what it offers, what the how people can create a business, being entrepreneurial on this using the LinkedIn. But of course, how also companies are being exposed and getting likes and being looked at, because we are the talent market all the time.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thanks a lot for sharing that as well. I think, especially coming from you, that will hopefully make a few people rethink their actions. So, Gorana, where can people, or how can they get back to you? What's the easiest way? Through your LinkedIn profile, or what should they do?
Yes, I think a LinkedIn profile is the best to connect. I'm usually very attentive to the messages and respond. So, yeah, let's connect and do something together. Would be cool.
Fantastic. And what kind of people would you like to approach you? Like, of course, everybody who's curious and who is interested in growth and talent. Is there anybody else that you specifically would like to have more conversations with?
Yeah, I mean, it can be from the profession, but I'm also more interested in the business people that are not necessarily only in HR, but interested in the topic. So I know there are many of them there that are sales in sales, in finance, in other industries that are curious and want to learn more, or want to share their experience. Yeah, that would be super fantastic.
Okay, amazing. So if that sounds interesting to you, you know whom you need to approach. And I want to thank you once again, Gorana. Thank you so much for being part of my tribe, for contributing to it, for working on yourself, for staying curious, for being a role model, for always being edutaining in what you do. And I really, really look forward to meeting you in person very soon as well, because there is a project that brings me to your city. So we'll have the opportunity to also meet live in person, which will be amazing. So thanks once again. And I see you in person very soon.
Yes, yes, definitely. It was really my pleasure, and I really feel a member of the tribe. I'm not so easy to connect with any kind of. I mean, I connect, but it's a bit. I really feel being part, belonging. You know, it's easy to connect, but really feel it deeply. And what I also really appreciate it was that you are always there to help, even if it's just a question about how to do something on LinkedIn or doubts that I have, but also any other points. So I really have a feeling I found even a friend, as you said at the beginning, and it was really amazing journey. And I would recommend to anyone who has an interest and is curious to stay curious and try. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much. Awesome. So if you're watching this video right now and you say, yeah, Natalia, actually, I would appreciate some support when it comes to LinkedIn. How can I use LinkedIn to get more visibility, to help other people, to get more exposure, to make sure that my message really meets the right people, that I get more PR, get more leads, whatever your targets are on this platform. So how do you use LinkedIn as your core marketing and sales platform? Then I have some good news for you. I've set aside some time in my calendar for a handful of strategy calls, and I kindly invite you to join me. So simply go to coachingwithnatalia.com, fill out the form that you find over there, pick a slot in my calendar, and then hopefully you and I will be having a fruitful conversation very, very soon. During that call, we're going to have a look at your personal brand, where it is right now, what works, but we're also going to have a look at what doesn't work. We're going to address concerns, challenges, risks, energy blocks, and based on that, then build a roadmap for your personal brand on LinkedIn in order to become the voice in your niche, in order to be seen, in order to be liked, in order to be trusted, because that's the absolute foundation when you want to make an impact, when you want to become a thought leader, and also when you want to get more clients. So once again, if that sounds what you'd like to do, coachingwithnatalia.com. Thank you for your time and talk very soon.